have 678 calories to work with today. Now I'm going to go do some things, and I'm going to come back and show you how to make a good meal under 500 calories. See you in the future. So guys, I'm having like 150 calories worth of chips here.
You want change? Go ahead.
So guys, yeah, I look different. I got a shower. My hair's still drying and it looks weird and wavy and don't pay attention to it. I don't straighten it actually. I just comb it and but anyways. I have chips here, and this is a serving of chips. I might get more, I don't know, because this is only 150, 145 calories, 140 calories. And what I did was my dad made cheeseburgers. I took one of the cheeseburgers, scraped the cheese off of it, pan-seared some of those mushrooms from the video from yesterday, and I put some salsa in this, because my brother got salsa and chips and brought them here last night. And a serving, which is 2 tablespoons of this, is like 10 calories. And I probably used 2 servings, so it's probably 20 calories worth of salsa in here. 10 or 15 calories worth of mushrooms. And I don't know what ground beef is, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not that bad. And this is 140 calories, so I'm going to add up what I can so far. 140 for the chips. I'm not going to actually add it up, I'm just subtracting it from the 678 calories I have total left for today. So that is 538 left. And should I say just like 30 for the mushrooms and the salsa together? Actually, I'm just going to take 38 because there's 538 left right now. So I'm just going to take 38 for the mushrooms and salsa. And the beef, I'm not sure, but I will figure that out later. I've never, looked at a serving of ground beef. I did try and cook steak earlier, and I ate a couple pieces of that. So I'm going to have to figure out how much that is as well. But let me show you my salsa that I made, which probably does not look that appetizing. I don't know how appetizing it looks, but we're going to try it. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. It doesn't have a smell to it or anything, I just want it to taste better than it looks. It's one of those things. Now, I'm going to go turn the TV down because I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me. Okay, TV's down now, and I know some of you are thinking, Jess, chips and salsa is not a meal. Well, there's vegetables in salsa. I have meat that I added to it, and I have mushrooms. And then I have these chips, which are probably a filling aspect of it. So we're just going to try this real quick. It's still a little warm. It's probably room temperature right now. I'm going to try to get mushroom and salsa and some ground beef in there. The ground beef is cut into strips, so it's not exactly cut down into small enough pieces probably for a lot of people. But there we have mushroom, ground beef, and salsa. I think the salsa is mainly comprised of what? Vinegars, peppers, probably green peppers, and tomato. That's really good. And I cooked the mushrooms in the same pan that I cooked the steak in that I was telling you about. So, they absorb some of the steakiness. This is really good. It's going to take me a while to eat it, which is not a bad thing. I didn't really show you the cooking process because the kitchen is a little bit of a mess right now. It was a mess yesterday, and I noticed that while I was watching the video back, getting ready to upload it. I still don't have news yet of if I'm going to start this job or not. I'm supposed to get news Tuesday, so please pray for me. I need it. And there's a video that I posted a while back. I think it's the chicken veggies one. And this guy is being straight up mean to me, telling me to turn vegan because I'm a fat waste. I just want this individual to know that you're wasting your time. I'm aware of the impact of me eating meat on the environment. But where I live, it's almost impossible to go vegan because of how expensive it is. Because of the grocery store in my town charges $3 for an avocado, and that is their decision to charge that much. That's not because of how much they are right now. Because you can go to Walmart, which is like 30 miles away. Well, not 30 miles away, further than that. And you can get them for $1 something at the most. Sometimes even 75 cents. But as it stands, since I don't actually have a job, it's, I eat what I can find. And I don't eat that unhealthily, actually. In the past I did, and I'm trying not to do it as much. Yes, these are mukbangs, but if you look at any other mukbang on this fucking website, and this isn't directed necessarily at this person, that first part kind of was, but I just wanted to explain to this person that I know what he's trying to say, and I know that he maybe means well, even though he's being a dick about it. If you really want people to be vegan, you should look for people who are trying to go vegan. Look on people's channels who are already trying to go vegan. Give them tips, give them pointers, give them advice. Tell them what they should eat, what's easier to find and what's cheaper. Tell them how to save money by going vegan in this way rather than just going and doing this. Because there are people who actually want to go vegan and don't because they need help. I right now don't want to. I want to go maybe vegetarian. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking of what I want my diet to be. And my diet is ultimately my choice. And you don't know what's going to be healthy for me and what isn't. So please stop trying to give me advice, sir or madam. I normally don't even address hate, but I just wanted to get that person off my back, even though I know they're not going to see this video. They're going to look at that video, they're going to continue to comment on that video, and eventually I am going to probably block them. But I just want, if they do see this video, for them to have an opportunity to be responded to. But, what was I going to say? Shit. I was saying about how far away things are, and how I hope I get this job, because then... What was I saying? I don't even fucking know. I used to eat, I guess what I was saying is, I used to eat poorly. I don't know what I was saying. This is gonna take me forever too, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's really good, but it's the kind of thing that takes me forever to chew. What I was gonna say is, and I know this isn't true for some people, but there are so many channels that do mukbangs on this site that eat so much. And whether it's a skinny person or a fat person, eating 2,000 calories in one sitting, which is what a lot of them do, or more, isn't healthy. If you do, and I get that this person may only do this once a week, or they may work out a lot, or they may just have a fast metabolism. They're still taking in the salt, they're still taking in the fat, they're still taking in the things that are going to eventually damage their body. Just because it stays in their body for a smaller amount of time doesn't mean it's okay for you to come to my channel and diss me. Meanwhile, I'm eating servings and trying to stay within a diet and be healthy, and these people are actually making it seem like it's okay to sit there and eat a whole platter of donuts. Like, fuck you, okay? That's my response on that also. But I also wanted to point that out to anyone that isn't aware of what mukbangs usually are. Look up a Trish Paytas mukbang. Just type in mukbang in general and avoid my videos, and you're probably going to find somebody sitting there eating a whole full-course meal in front of them. And yes, some of those videos, they make it, but they don't sit there and eat it all. And maybe they don't eat it all that day. Maybe they spread it out throughout the week. I don't know. But I've also seen ones where they're just sitting there eating, they're not talking or anything. I want my mukbangs to be like, you can sit there, eat with me, talk with me. And I'm not trying to make this one all negative, because I usually don't respond to hate, like I said. And if I do, it's in the form of a comment or a snarky remark. And what the guy said did not affect my feelings. It didn't make me feel bad. But I just wanted to make this person aware that I do know the effect of me eating meat. I do know that I could eat vegetables all the time. I'm aware that my body is capable of that. But I also don't want to do it in a way that's going to put me in jeopardy because I all of a sudden stop giving my body nutrients that it's used to having. Veganism is seen as totally healthy no matter how you're doing it, but the thing is that's not true. There are certain things that some people definitely have to take a supplement for because there's some foods that don't agree with them. They're vegan, but there's certain vegetables and fruits that they just can't eat because for some reason the amount that they need to eat in order to get that nutrient, every time they attempt to eat that much, they end up getting sick or they end up, lacking that nutrient. Everyone is different, dude. Like, you don't know my food issues. You don't know my intolerances. And this comment also made me think of, like, what if someone else has this opinion or whatever about somebody else, and they see my channel, and they go around and they comment this on everybody's channel. Here's the thing. You don't know anybody's body inside and out. You know what you see. You know what you see. You know that I look fat to you. But for your information, I've lost 20 pounds in, like, 2 months. So please keep your opinions to yourself. I am getting healthier, I am being healthier, I do feel better, and my sleep schedule is kind of working itself out as well, and I'm really happy about all those things, and you're not going to make me feel bad about the decisions I'm making when I'm making decisions to ultimately better myself, and that goes for anybody that may intend to throw hate at me, no matter where you're coming from. I'm sorry that you feel the need to be a hateful human being, but you're not going to affect me. I'm not one of the easy targets that you're going to make feel less about themselves because of what you said. And now that I've got that out of the way, I'm going to continue eating, and, how was your day? To the people that watch my channel that actually genuinely like the content, how was your day? I hope I can post this earlier. I've been posting my mukbangs a little late, I'm sorry about that. I do want to do other content on my channel. Somebody requested a house tour. I do need to do that, even though my house is kind of small. It's literally walk right through and I can show you every room in my house. And then I might do a tour of my bedroom. But I live with my parents, so I'm not going to be able to show you their room. I'm not going to be able to show you the attic because the attic's kind of... And also our house is in the middle of being fixed up in certain places. So if I do a tour of my house and you see something that looks like fucking crumbling rubble or crumbling fucking remnants of a building, I'm sorry. It's just the way that area of the house looks right now. And it's nobody's fault. My parents are honestly trying to fix it up. I don't know anything about building. I'm learning little bits here and there just by paying attention to them, but it's not anything that's going to count for anything later in life, I know that. Also, if you think that someone getting joy out of eating means they're an emotional eater, no. My tooth hates me, guys. I don't think someone getting joy out of eating means they're an emotional eater. To me, an emotional eater is a person who already has the emotion and eats because that's what they do when they're triggered by an emotion. By the way, I'm getting kind of sick of the word triggered. You know what I mean? Like, it's the only word that fits in that statement. But you hear it everywhere now. You hear, oh my god, they're serving spaghetti, triggered. Noodles look like penis, triggered. And you're like, fuck you, I don't care. Here's why. There's a video I made, fuck your trigger warnings. And the ultimate point of it is the only reason people want trigger warnings is so they can not listen to them and get triggered and then complain. Because, most people click on a video. The video, usually in the title, it says what it's going to be, and if there's something triggering or that might be controversial in the video, most people are considerate enough to say, oh, there's this, that, and the other thing in the video. It's mentioned in the video, whether it's actual footage of it or it's just being talked about. If they respect you enough to tell you, hey, if you're sensitive to this, you should click off this video, and you don't listen, if they're respectful enough to say, Like, let's say you don't like hair pulling for some reason. Somebody was really mean to you and pulled your hair. And someone goes, if you're sensitive to hair pulling, don't watch this video. If you know that you're going to have a fucking panic attack the minute someone says someone got their hair pulled, or there's a video of someone getting their hair pulled, and you're going to have a fucking panic attack the instant that comes on, and you click through and watch that video anyway, past the warning, you brought that on yourself, and you have no right to complain in the comments and say, you're insensitive. I can't believe you even post something like this. What part of trigger warning do you not fucking listen to? So far in my life, I'm lucky enough to not have any traumatic memories from anything that are triggered by anything. I know other people, that's a completely different thing. Something as simple as flipping a notebook. That noise could trigger somebody because someone that used to abuse them used to do it. Or, for some reason, it's just triggering to them because it gets on their nerves. The thing is, if somebody warns you, you do not then have the right to get mad at them. I just realized this mukbang is going to end up being just as long as the other ones, just because I'm sitting here talking instead of eating. By the way, guys, these are the chips I'm eating. They're the scoops, and they're perfect. They pick up everything and you eat it. Their sausage is actually really good. But yeah, which I already said it in a video, so I don't know why I brought that up just now. I guess I'm just ranting about quite a few things today. I really hope I get this job. It will probably help me make better videos because I'll have money to go places and be able to do, vlogs, but beyond that, I just want some kind of income because I feel like a bum right now. I'm going to have to figure out how much ground beef is and how much the little bit of steak I ate today was. And I'm looking around and there's things I do need to clean up, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday. But I didn't film myself making this because technically it's not all homemade. I did not make this salsa. All I did was add mushrooms and ground beef to it. But, I did do a portion where I was going to say, I'm going to show you how to make food that's under 500 calories. And technically I did a pretty good job of it. I think the reason a lot of people think that counting calories is probably pointless is because they look at one thing and see how many calories is in it and they think it's true for everything. Like, donuts are 300 calories. A plain glazed donut is 300 calories, okay? And people will assume that anything that's that shape or size is probably 300 calories. There's some fruits and vegetables that are huge, that you can eat the whole thing, like a head of lettuce. You can eat a whole head of lettuce, and I can guarantee you it's not even half of 300 calories, probably. So, it's all based on what you're into as far as food, what your taste buds enjoy, what you want to eat, and, breaking the craving cycle. I can tell you right now, that's been the hardest part of it, and for the past couple days I've been having a relapse. But overall, I've kept the weight off pretty well. I gained a pound back, but I'm not hating on myself for that, because that does not mean that my weight loss is going to fall completely. Because I'm not giving in to my cravings today. I also, what I didn't want to do with this diet was trade one kind of craving in for another, you know what I mean? Like, I have had sweet cravings, and I didn't want to get rid of my sweet cravings and just pick up salty and savory cravings, because, that's going to kill me too. But yeah, I just This video is going to be really long. Hold on. 1 second. I'm going to pause that until I chew this, but there's no point. I'm going to give you an example really quick of 100 calories versus, whatever. Hold on. So the calorie comparison is this, which is 100 calories. It's one of these, like, Hanover pretzels over here. Wedge Hanover pretzels. This is 100 calories. This is 140. It's these, okay? These cheese balls. And I counted out 48. That's what it says the serving size of. Now, that pretzel is 26 grams, and this is 28 grams. But this looks like more food than this. And you could mentally eat this, and it would be 40 calories more than this. But because of the crunch of this, you may feel like you're eating something more substantial when you eat this, and it's only 100 calories. So that's kind of an example of how calories can fluctuate from something, and the size of it, the amount it is, have nothing to do with it. I'm just going to put this in here, and I'm going to put those cheese balls back in the container because I'm not eating them. But, yeah. I'll show you this part because I just like these kind of things. I just like when things fall into place like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, basically, what I was saying was, I don't know which one goes on the cheese balls and which one goes on the pretzels. I forgot. I forgot. Anyway. My hands are all covered in cheese dust. But yeah, like, that was just basically showing you the volume versus grams versus calories thing. Because sometimes you'll eat something and you'll be like, this doesn't feel like much. Why is it so many calories? Then you'll eat something else and say, this feels like a lot. Why isn't it more calories? If you stop and think about it, those cheese balls they have a lot of air in them. So, my video got interrupted, but I did get everything that I wanted to get in the video, and this is the last chip. So, see you guys later.
You're the new radio guy. I thought that was your voice. Hi, I'm Brianna Parker. I own the yoga studio here in town.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. Links to my Patreon. Please donate if you feel so inclined. Check out the link to the playlist. It's called Someone Has to Say It. It's me bitching and moaning and ranting about things. Please have a lovely day.
The morning guys.
See you guys later.